Yo, what's up, guys? It's First Space, and today's topic is going to be about what Shanks King's Haki or spiritual manifestation is. Now, like I mentioned before, I mentioned King's Haki users individually all have mythical deities or gods as their manifestation. Ashura, Prometheus, Devil, Zeus, and so on. Now, we can assume Shanks is not a devil fruit user because of the whole thing with him not wanting to have crewmates that can swim. There's that, but there's basically a lot of evidence that point out that Shanks is someone who just uses, pure Haki. He might have a couple of devil fruit users in his crew, but personally, I feel like he's just so good at Haki that it's capable of going toe to toe with people like the Yonko, who's like Kaido, who's immortal, Blackbeard, who has 2 devil fruits and all of that. Shanks has Haki, Conqueror's Haki is basically at its peak, so he can probably go toe to toe with this guy. Even if Blackbeard has 3 devil fruit, he can probably go toe to toe with Blackbeard. Now, it's not a fact that he doesn't have a devil fruit, just unlikely, for me at least. I feel like Oda is saving King's Haki for later because of how overpowered it is. Now, with the reveal of things like Ashura and Prometheus, if you haven't checked my video, go check it out. Basically, what I talk about is how Big Mom's King's Haki's spirit is Zeus and Prometheus. And basically, what she does with her devil fruit as well is that she brings those spiritual manifestations into life. Now, today's question is, what is Shanks King's Haki spirit? Now, first of all, Shanks is mysterious. We've never actually seen him in a fight or a clash. We just saw a clash with him and Whitebeard up, but that was it. Like, clashes don't really mean anything. But we also know he stopped Kaido, so that's a feat we can say. Now we only know that his King's Haki is like overwhelming and constant, because like when he walked on Whitebeard's ship, like it wasn't just like one wave of conquerors, it was like a constant wave of conquerors. That's what basically broke Whitebeard's ship and took down a lot of Whitebeard pirates, like the fodder people. Now, first we gotta go back to, I think it's one of the games. I'm not sure what game it was, but basically in the game, Shanks has the ability to stop time or perceive time at a slower rate. He also has this red lightning he uses for his attacks. Now, this goes along with the points I bring up with the other Yonkos. Their nicknames or epithets usually relate to their ability or powers in some kind of way. Blackbeard's Yami Yami no Mi glows dark. Whitebeard's Guru Guru no Mi glows white. He's called Whitebeard. Kaido, King of the Beast, and you get the rest with Big Mom. Now, Shanks, he's called Red Hair Shanks. Now, the red lightning we see in the game may relate to, like, he may be like a lightning user or something like that. It doesn't have to be lightning. The color of the lightning doesn't have to be red, but the power Shanks will have may not be lightning, but the color or the aura he's gonna have, we're gonna see from Shanks is gonna be red. A lot of people might not know this, but Shanks' ship is called the Red Force, and it's based off a Viking ship called a Drakkar. If you look at both ships, they look really similar. You should definitely go check it out. Also, the fact that he might be possibly based off a Viking called Eric the Red, so you could say Shanks' crew could also be based off the Vikings. This is why people say that Elbaf isn't Shanks' territory. If anything, he probably has a good relations with the Elbaf people. Now, like a lot of people theorize about the foreshadow or symbolism that Harrigan showed that could possibly relate to how Shanks is related to them at Dressrosa. I don't know, shout out to the dude who made this. That shit was kind of crazy. Now, back to the mythical gods and deities. Let's recap. Shanks' aura will be red, and his spiritual manifestation will be based off Norse mythology. Like the Vikings, their gods were basically like the Norse gods. Now, Shanks could have been also being based off Tyr. Now, Tyr is a mythical Norse god of law and glory, and it kind of fits what Shanks is, because like Shanks, a part of all the Yonkos, he's the most sane, and I think he keeps he's like the one who keeps the balance. Like he didn't want like the balance to like be shaken off. He stopped Kaido, he stopped Whitebeard, Blackbeard at the war, all this stuff. So it matches up to what Shanks actually is. Now, another thing about Tyr was that he was one of the gods who sacrificed his arm to a godlike wolf called Fenrir. This could possibly allude to how Shanks sacrificed his arm to Luffy. There might be some type of relation there. I don't know. I don't think it's only one spiritual manifestation. We know that Big Mom has two. I feel like Shanks may have other attributes of other gods as well, like Thor, Odin, Loki, and so on. But yeah, now the most prominent god in Norse mythology is Thor. So basically what I'm saying is that Thor is Shank's main spiritual manifestation. Thor would be like, he would be like Shank's attack. Like that's what Shanks is going to be attacking with. Like I said, he also has other gods in his spiritual manifestation, but these gods would have different abilities like clairvoyance, lightning, weather manipulation, and so on. So yeah, Shank's main powers would be red lightning. His powers would be also incorporated with his observation and King's Haki. For example, the whole time stopping thing that people were always theorizing about, it might just be him perceiving time a lot slower, you know, by enhancing his observation with his King's Haki. Maybe doing something with like the lightning and making his reaction a lot faster, so he would have the ability to like foresee the future. And you know, Fujitora is another person who has shown to be capable of seeing the future. Another thing is that he could be so fast, like it looked like he would be teleporting. And if you go back to like the Norse gods, Thor had so many abilities: teleporting, lightning, just flying. All of these abilities, I think Shanks will have. You know, he appeared in front of Akainu. Akainu didn't even know. Like Akainu was shook. Like he wasn't shook, he was just shocked to see Shanks come out of nowhere. Now the thing they were saying about how he made it all the way to Marineford from the New World in a couple of hours. Now personally, the way I see it was that Thor was known as the god of the skies, not just lightning or thunder. He was also known as the god of the skies. His father called Odin, he passed that power to his son, and basically Thor is also known as the god of the skies. So I wouldn't be surprised if Shanks had the power to make his ship fly, similar to like a Kude burst, but it's constant. It's like he's flying over the clouds for like long periods of time at really fast speeds, and essentially he can go anywhere he wants at high speed. It goes along with the traits of the Yonko. Like one of my boys Sean said, Kaido would be the most durable, Big Mom the most versatile, Blackbeard the most destructive, and Shanks would be the fastest Yonko. You could think of him like the Kizaru of the Yonkos. His durability may not be up to scratch as the others, like compared to the others, but he would be the fastest. Like if a man is too fast to catch, how are you hitting him? You know, that's how Kizaru acts. But so amongst the Yonkos, I think Shanks is definitely the fastest. And the way I see Shanks' manifestation, it would be a lot similar to like Big Mom's manifestation, like the Zeus and Prometheus. But in Shanks' case, it would be similar to a stand. Now, if you guys ever seen JoJo, there's these powers called stands. You know, I took it from there, and basically they work the same way like Ashura and Jabba Jabba. These are manifestations of one's fighting spirit, but they fight alongside you. So when you're fighting Shanks, you're not going to only be fighting Shanks, who already has like crazy haki and like crazy swordsmanship to fight against Mihawk. You're also going to be fighting his spiritual manifestation. Whatever spiritual manifestation, like I said, he might have many: Thor, Tyr, Odin, all of these gods with different powers. He might have all these abilities into all his attacks. I mean, if Shanks has to deal with someone like Blackbeard, who has the most powerful Logia and Paramecia, Shanks is going to be overpowered, guys. Like people are looking at him like everybody hypes him up. So Shanks, he definitely has something he's hiding, and obviously something that's crazy hacks, most likely Conquerors related. And it would show, like, you know how they say Luffy he's specialized in Conquerors, like he's never done anything with it. I think Shanks is the first person we're gonna see do something with the Conqueror's haki before we actually see Luffy do something with it. So yeah, Shanks, I can't wait for the fight. But obviously we're gonna see this crazy fight go down. A lot of people saying Blackbeard and Shanks are gonna fight. It's gonna be a crazy fight, maybe after Wano, and he might display his spiritual manifestation, which is gonna be crazy. Like I'm thinking it's gonna be some like Susanoo type joint, bro. Like on some Susanoo level type shit where he has armor. Like it's just this big manifestation, so overpowered and so strong. So to be able to like go toe to toe with these other Yonkos who have like crazy devil fruits and all of that. So yeah, but anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. It's Pharaoh, and peace out.